Good morning, Mary Belk here. I am on day 5 of my 90-day challenge, and last night I was thinking about making this video and what I might say, and I think I'm pretty lucky in that I had two very supportive parents, and my mother was always telling me you can do whatever you want to do. You can be whatever you want to be. That was great in some things because it gave me some self-confidence. Also, I had a great interest in, I lived in San Antonio, so I had a great interest in the people that were in the Alamo, the people who fought in the Alamo. And of course, anybody that knows the story knows that those men died in the Alamo. But they died in a very heroic manner, supporting the new country, Texas. Texas is the only state in the United States that was an independent nation before it was a state. And that's because the men in the Alamo fighting for our freedom gave us enough time by keeping Santa Ana occupied for a period of time, gave us enough time for Houston to gather forces, prepare to fight, and defeat Santa Ana in a battle that was, that's funny, my computer just moved over. um, that the Houston gave Santa Ana his defeat over close to the border between Texas and Louisiana. So if it weren't for the time that these men fought at the Alamo and held Santa Ana back and kept him from getting over to East Texas, the whole history of Texas might be an entirely different story. But because they did what they did, Houston was able to gather forces, gather more intelligence, and defeat Santa Ana over in East Texas. So the story of Davy Crockett, particularly, since he was one of the outstanding figures at the Alamo, always intrigued me. And one of his philosophies was be sure you're right and then go ahead. And so as a child, growing up with that in the back of my mind all the time, if I knew that I knew the right information or had the right details on a subject, I would not allow myself to be backed down. I would stand there and support what I knew to be right, no matter what. And so I guess with that type of self-confidence, I was never backed down or bullied that I can remember as a kid. I just never allowed it to happen. And so I can't say I know how these people feel who have gone through that kind of thing. But I can say that if you believe that you know what is right and you know what you want to do, that you can accomplish what you want to do, which is the same philosophy as the ideas that Napoleon Hill put forth in his book, Think and Grow Rich, and which is what I'm reading right now again. I've read it in the past. I'm trying to get more out of it currently. And it's a lot along the same lines. If your mind is the most important tool that you have, if you strongly believe in something that you want to accomplish, then you can accomplish it. And so the idea of that it was one of the videos I watched yesterday. Peter was putting forth the idea of, in Think and Grow Rich, that you have a burning desire. Well, that simply means that you really know you want to do it, and you believe that you can, which was the second thing, belief. If you understand that you can do whatever it is you want to do, and then you put forth the effort to do it, you can accomplish it. So just in other words, many people throughout history have had similar ideas as to Napoleon Hill. And of course, that's what he was finding out by interviewing hundreds of people who had made money and who had accomplished great feats. If you know you can do it, and you go ahead and do it, put forth the effort to accomplish it, then you will win. You will accomplish it. And of course, Lewis and Clark expedition was a lot the same way. Lewis never considered being defeated in his efforts to go across the unmapped part of the country. He went from the current United States, then he went out into the western quote uncivilized area, following some of the rivers, and went all the way across to the Pacific Ocean. He never thought about being defeated or not accomplishing his goal. He just kept pushing. He found out it was going to take just a little longer than he had anticipated, and he did it. And he made lots of fantastic recordings in his notebooks and things of new discoveries, birds, people, animals. He brought back all kinds of samples, sent them back to the scientists of the time. So again, another example of someone who intended to do it, knew he could do it, didn't think about defeat, and just went ahead and did it. And that's much like this business. Set your goals, believe you can accomplish them, and then just get at it. And don't quit. Okay, I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.